This is insane, Derek. So we replaced the boiler here a few years ago. They had a Whale McLean steam boiler. Now they have a U.S. boiler, Burnham Independence. And at around 9 o'clock-ish in the morning, just as we're about to take the boiler out of the basement, the guy that I had, I forgot his name, but he goes up, we have it on video, goes up the stairs. There's a flash of like white light. We never saw or heard from ever again. I kid you not. I kid you not. And now we're back at that home. It's crazy. Yeah. Either he got abducted by like Korea or by like aliens. Oh, the door's locked. The door's open. You think they'd be expecting me? But yeah, right down there was the boiler room. Mm-hmm. And I had the phone set up, doing like so you can watch us pull it out of the basement stairs. He walks up here, and he disappears. What's going on, sweetheart?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Come on in.
Let's go.
I have the street cat looking for food.
Where are we going? Downstairs, right?
Right here. No, here, right
So
here.
the hot water's leaking.
Yeah, it's.
Under the sink.
Yeah, it's keep. Oh, we put a bowl. Oh, it's still leaking. Yeah. Wow.
All right, let's go see.
Yeah, and then something in the boiler. He said too. Some pipe in the boiler. I wish he was here. I don't know.
All right, because it got. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday my mom was washing dishes and the water keeps gushing down.
I see that.
Yeah.
All right, because it got dispatched as hot water leaking.
Yes, hot water.
Yeah, so it got interpreted as like a water heater leaking. All right, let's see what we can do here for you. We have some components that need to be changed here, but it is what it is. No, I have. Where is this water coming from? I literally had. What is this? The hell is this? What? Yo! What's up with that? See that? Look. She's a squirter. She's a squirter. What is going on with that right there? That makes no sense. How in the world is this possible? So here is the hot water supply. Here's the cold water supply. Here is this like thing right there. Oh, because the valve is off. You have like a rag, like a towel or something to soak up the water with?
Soak up the water?
Yeah, like a towel. It's clean water. If you need a towel.
Yes.
You have a towel?
You need this?
No, I don't need that. No, I'm good.
Okay.
We need like a towel.
You want a towel?
Yeah.
Well, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Right there. Sorry.
All right, let's soak up some of this water.
We got one.
Oh, this is more like a bath mat. All right, let's take that there. Let's take this there. And let's get this in there and soak up this water so we don't like damage this cabinet. Well, I like to know, oh, this is the ice maker line maybe. Giving it hot water. Or, yeah, that's weird. All right, grab the tool bag. We're gonna see if we can, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see what we can do here. So there's the problem. Now the question is, can we salvage this? That's the $1 million question. Because I don't really stock much plumbing parts on the truck. Since I mostly do HVAC. Okay, so this we need to try to take apart and clean out. Let's see. Otherwise, we're going to have to go into the hardware store and get pieces
This paper towel is
to make this work.
Let me just run. I'm working. All right. My computer in? No. Did it ring?
This is annoying. I need like a new nut and ferrule, but if I could, there you go, get that out of there. See, the plastic hose just like broke off. Crazy. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. This white tube, this white PVC PEX tube by JL Products, we're going to, that's the ice maker. We're going to connect it to the cold water. And I'm going to do something a little unorthodox. And my boss years ago would have told me to replace the valve. But we're just going to put a 3/8 compression cap on there that I picked up at the Home Depot right down the block. And we're going to add a T to that valve. It's called Add a T. And the cold water will go to the ice machine. That will be capped off. And maybe we'll change this 1.25" flange tailpiece. Sounds like a plan? Let's go. Alright, so that's on there. Let's turn off the cold water. Let's take that supply tube off and add a T there and have a nice day. Okay, so that's that. Now, let's get that add a T with the adapter piece and get the show on the road here. Now, Home Depot only had a 3/8 add a T, but they had this 3/8 by 1/4 inch adapter, I guess reducing adapter. So we're gonna put that, I'll go in there. That's gonna go there. That's gonna be our cold water going to the ice maker. Right, and I have these little insert pieces that we're going to use to make sure that this is valid, as Derek would say, valid. Okay, now let's see if we can get these insert pieces in there and restore water. All right, so here is that ferrule, compression ferrule. It'd help if I put the nut on first, wouldn't it? So there's the nut. You know what? I'm going to use the brass ferrule. There's the brass ferrule. Here's that insert. And all of this is going to go in there like that. We're going to make this nice and tight. That'll be our hose faucet. That'll be the kitchen faucet cold water supply. And this is going to go onto the valve there, that 1/4 turn valve. Just make sure that's tight too. Okay. All right. Some of you may be hating on me, but you ain't paying the bill. And it says LF, lead free. I gotta tell you, Home Depot sells garbage. Look at that. Everything on there is leaking. How is that even possible? Right? Like, why should I have to tighten that up? Right? It makes no freaking sense. Now that was leaking there too. That piece of garbage Home Depot crap. Alright, I gave a lot more extra on it. We'll see if she cooperates. Alright. No more drips. Okay. I don't think that's leaking. Alright, hot water valve is on. Cold water valve is on. Hopefully nothing's dripping. And of course, it's still leaking. Like, why are you leaking? Why didn't you come factory tight? This stupid thing. Home Depot crap, man. I swear. You know, maybe I'll get a little bit of... I don't want to put Teflon on it, but it looks like I don't have a choice. Pipe dope. I'm going to get a little bit of Teflon on this bad boy. And I really don't want to do this. Let's go around a couple times with this. Just because this stupid thing is manufactured from Home Depot with Chinesium. Alright, so this is the part that goes to the bottom of the T. And I know what people are saying, Mike, you should just be adding a valve. I was like, good luck getting a valve on there. And no, you can't pull that out. It doesn't want to go. So shut the front door. These armchair warriors, I swear. Okay. That's as tight as it's going to be. Derek just said third time's a charm. So the water's on. And we're going to see if it leaks. See if you see any water droplets there forming. I swear, Home Depot, where low prices are just the beginning. My luck, this will pop right out because it's Home Depot, Chinesium with plastic. Derek, you want to say a little prayer? Oh, yeah. That's right. There is a God. The basket strainer did not move. And I'm able to just replace this flange tailpiece with the top hat washer. It is not a top hat washer. Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's a reason why I wear gloves. 2 in the stink, 1 in the pink. All right, we're going to give a little ballsy here, Derek. Oh, it's not going. It's not going. We're going to get a new top hat washer on there and sayonara. All right, new top hat washer's there. There's no leaks. Everything there is leak-free. And we are good to go. That's hot. And that's cold. Hasta la vista. Derek, his name was Nick, right? And the homeowner remembers, like, he ended up walking down the block and disappeared. Really? So, but on the camera, I had filming from the boiler room going up the stairs. You know, showed him walk up the stairs, a flash of light, and then he was gone. I swear UFOs abducted his ass. And he never got paid. He never got paid. I think he worked the day before that. But he wanted boiler experience. So funny. But as we're about to take the boiler out, the easiest part of the job, he disappears.
He saw it and left.
Yeah, his name was Nick. Crazy. And when I had the dishwasher, when I had the 1.5-inch flange tailpiece disconnected to replace that washer and put in the proper top hat washer, I go to the truck and I tell Derek to use the wire brush to clean off the threads at the bottom of the basket strainer and then clean up the threads on the flange itself. And then what does he do after he does that?
I turn on the water and it's not connected. Water's pouring from under the sink, bro.
Wah, 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 wah. So then I call him.
Retarded.
And
Autistic.
there you go. Catch you in the next one. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.